Rudy Giuliani or Donald Trump? Andrew Cuomo wouldn't have appointed them anyway. They'd have been shunned in New York. Do you have any idea what happens if you support Donald Trump in a left-wing place? You lose your job. You have your children threatened. You have to move. I expected that decision. It's intellectually dishonest. They say I lied. They don't look at the affidavits I offered to them that shows I'm telling the truth. It's part of the cover, and it's part of the problem we have when we have a one-party place like New York. It's the reason we have so much crime. The crime is Cuomo's crime and de Blasio's crime. They run the state. They run the state like a dictatorship.
I want to step in for a second. I want you to ask the Attorney General Garland. I want you to ask him, why is it that he wants to come to Georgia and investigate Georgia's so-called Jim Crow laws, but he won't investigate or even ask for a forensic audit in the 159 counties in Georgia? He won't even look at Stacey's law, how it was used in our elections versus state law. Now that's a fact, and that's an undisputed violation of the Constitution. I'll ask you, was the drop-off boxes used in 2020 elections? Was it? Was it used in the 2020 elections? Now, be as bold as you were bold to ask Rudy Giuliani a question. I'm asking you now. Were the drop-off boxes used? Let's put the camera on him. Let's put the camera on him. I'm not standing. Now, was the drop-off boxes used? Now bring the camera around. What press are you with?
I'm with CNN.
He's with CNN. Were the drop-off boxes that were used in our election? This gentleman's with CNN. He's with CNN. What's your name?
Devin Sayers.
This Mr. Sayers. Were the drop-off boxes used in the 2020 election and the 2021 runoff? Were those drop-off boxes written to state statute?
I do not know, sir.
Are you open to looking to see if it worked?
Sir, I just asked questions.
No, I'm just asking you a question. So was it used? No, you've asked me a question already. Was it? Are you going to look into it?
May I ask you?
I just want to see, here's CNN. Because CNN is about controlling Negroes. That's what it's saying. Controlling Negroes. That's what CNN is about. They don't want people of color to have conservative thoughts. He's here to keep me running and keep me from being the governor of the state. Why? Because liberals, they do not want blacks thinking for themselves. They're here for Stacey Abrams. You know and I know that the drop-off boxes were not in the state statute. You know and I know that the ENET signature verification was not in the statute, right? We both know that. Now I want you to look in that camera. Are you going to investigate that?
Sir, there are many people in our
I
organization.
want you to look in this camera right here. Are you going to investigate that?
Vernon, don't get it.
Thank you, guys. Thank you, sir.
See, this is the fake news from CNN. All they want to do is control their liberal narrative. And that's it. That's a prime example of it. So, you all have never had me on your show before because you know Joe Biden is a bigot and you don't want me on there calling Joe Biden a bigot. Joe Biden said that black people are disproportionately affected by COVID because they don't know how to go on the internet. Joe Biden just said that black people, businesses, or entrepreneurs, they're bad entrepreneurs or they're not good entrepreneurs or successful entrepreneurs because they don't have lawyers and they don't have accountants. Well, I have both lawyer and accountant, and just so happen they're black. I didn't have it because they're black, because they were the best. So Joe Biden is a bigot. You know it and I know it. But CNN wants to put people on there that carry their narrative. CNN is bigoted, CNN is race-based, and they're racist, and they use you to carry out their racist agenda. And it's sad. Georgia's too big for that. We don't want racism in Georgia. We don't want that stuff. We want to get along, families. But CNN, your building was terrorized by Black Lives Matter. But you didn't want to talk about it.
We were also
You didn't want to talk about
We're also
it. Black Lives Matter. Black Lives Matter attacked your building downtown Atlanta, didn't it?
There were also
And Antifa, right?
There was also Trump supporters who sent mail packages to my
Okay, but who bombed, or who attacked and broke windows at CNN during the riots? Was it Black Lives Matter and Antifa? Was it or was it not?
I do not know.
You do not know. I'm shocked that you don't know. You're CNN.